Good morning and welcome. What a way to kick off an episode once again with the God of High School episode 2. Now, the first episode of God of High School got me off the edge of my seat. Seeing these characters, seeing this tournament, seeing how they kicking ass with different fighting styles that got me off the edge of my seat to a point where I'm so giddy for joy every time I see them kicking ass. And it's still to this day, I'm getting so hyped every time. The blood boils, the veins pulsing. I love this show. Now, here's the thing. I know it's 2 episodes. I understand it's 2 episodes right now. But I got a prediction here about the God of High School. I think the God of High School is going to be nominated not 1, not 2, but 5 categories for Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I can see God of High School nominated for Anime of the Year, Best Boy, Best Girl, Best Protagonist, Best Opening Sequence, and I can see the potential of this show getting there. So, without further ado, here's the review of God of High School Episode 2. Now, Episode 2, it got a little confusing for me at first. I mean, watching this guy named Park coming to the prey. Now, I don't know about Park, but something about Park tells me he's the antagonist of this. And I'm be honest, I don't read the webtoons of it. I don't read it. But something tells me, looking at a guy like Park, tells me something that he's the antagonist among the God of High School. Plus, oh, and by the way, never skip the openings. Never skip openings unless it's that really good. So when the God of High School opening once again got me so hyped to see the characters, I freaking loved it. Now, back to what I was saying. So the God of High School, I really want to know what happened to the fight between that guy with his hands crossed and Jin. I actually want to see the fight. But then, it ended with you breaking his neck off. And you was a badass woman. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. One thing I've learned from watching anime and waifus is that you never tell a girl or tell them that they're a gorilla. You never tell them you got these gorilla hands. You fight like you don't say that. You don't say that to a waifu. So let me ask you this: who is a better gorilla waifu? Chitoge from Nisekoi, Maki from Fire Force, or you from the God of High School? So you gotta pick those gorilla waifus. Who is the best gorilla waifu out of the 3? You from God of High School, Maki from Fire Force, or Chitoge from Nisekoi? Me personally, I gotta give it to Maki from Fire Force. Maki from Fire Force shows that she's the good. Now I understand by fighting wise, okay, you will win. But we're talking about waifus in general. I like Maki. But other than that, so I like the whole breaking the neck. That was intense neck breaking. Damn, and he lived through that. But it's anime logic, who cares? Now, on their way home, they explain why they entered the God of High School. And they're showing flashbacks as to why they joined that God of High School tournament. Each character has his perspective why. Like Han, he wants the money. And they showed one of his relatives in the hospital. I don't know. Because like I said, I don't read it. But it shows why he needed it for someone who's in the hospital. You wants it for the money, for the dojo or whatnot. See, again, I don't know much about it, but I've seen it. When he took the sword, he accidentally dropped it. He didn't mean to bully her, but he accidentally dropped the sword. In fact, he was so sorry that even if he said it so kindly, you slapped him in the face. And it wasn't like one of those serious, it wasn't like a comedy slap. It was like a serious slap. And I get it. Okay, there's different types of slaps in anime. There's slaps that is for the humorous ones, like Takeshi slapping Ray in High School to Dead. That was one of the most iconic slaps. That was like a wake-up call slap. There are slaps that in anime that does abusive slaps, and we don't like those abusive slaps. And there are slaps for the comedy purposes, okay. But for this kind of slap, the way how you slap Jin in the face like that, and she said, "Move, get out." The way how she said it, it was so serious. It was like, "You gone too far." That was like a serious slap. So her backstory is explained why she using her sword from her father, and but she didn't fit in with the girls. Charming gal girl, but she didn't. All she did was spending most of her time practicing with her sword techniques that her hands were all finger all numb with it. But leave it to Jin and Han for them to work out and find the sword in the river, even when he got his big old lights. Now, aside from that, let's get to the God of High School fights. And when that guy with the dreads, I don't know why, but he went in. Like, he almost kicked the Tai Chi player, and it almost kicked him. He got a nosebleed. I'm like, damn. But the matches were kind of like, okay, they're gonna be quick matches. Like Jin's match, it was so obvious he was gonna win. With Yu's match, it was obvious gonna win. With Han's match, it was already like, okay, we're not gonna focus on this match, but we're really gonna focus on Go, the Tai Chi participant, and the guy with dreads when he got his like hands crossed like this. And the fight was so freaking awesome, yo. I love the fight. That fight was hella awesome. I mean, they all pulled punches, especially the Tai Chi master. He went, even with his eyes closed, he was like, they even mentioned techniques, and the person Tai Chi was all calm. So he was all calm, like, He was all calm and everything. And when he took the guy out of the ring, he sat down calmly. But the way, when he fought, he took out one arm and just like, He literally just one punch him the entire time. Not like Saitama, but just literally using one arm and just like punch him. I'm like, what the fuck? This is intense shit. Oh, every character had his techniques and everything was literally flawless. And watching the God of High School, I felt some kind of tournament vibe of like Hunter x Hunter and Dragon Ball vibe. I don't know why. It's just the intensity of how they flew back and they coming back with force, instant transmission wise, I don't care. But the way how they were fighting, like, it was intense. And then all of a sudden, it went too far. But now for the other guy backstory, explain why he wants to join the God of High School for power. And that's how every character wants for power. So it went too far where not only he released his second arm, but he actually like slapped him in the face, like, say it, you better say it, you better say it. And it forces him to like going off the deep end, like even like a kick down to the ground. And Kevin kicked him and literally went too far to like people, like he's about to break the guy's arms and legs. But then it got me thinking, like, okay, you participants, everybody who watching this fight, like, this is what y'all wanted. What you expect from the God of High School? There are no rules. Like, no holds barred. You get an eye gouge, they don't care. You can low blow a character, you don't care. But everybody's reaction like, is this going too far? Well, yes, the God of High School, what you expect? So, he was about to break the guy's arm, and then Jin came out of nowhere and kicked him out of the ring. Those two characters like, huh? Where'd he go? He would quickly like rush into the fight to make sure he don't have to suffer. And that's a good Taekwondo specialist. Even I took Taekwondo, but still, when he did it, it was like watching, the way he fought him, it was like watching a version of Ryu or Ken from Street Fighter. The way how he did, it's like he did a Shoryuken. The spinning kick. I'm not a good Street Fighter fan, but the way how he did is more like a Ken and Ryu version of it. He stopped the fight, and then all of a sudden, the fight was going to be continued, especially Jin. He all calm and everything. He's like, hey, I want to fight this blondie who took me out. Because it did show in the flashback he was down by the blondie agent, so one of the blondies. So he's like, hey, I want to fight this blondie. But then the guy went overboard. And as soon as he was about to have another fight again, here come Park, just anti-gravity ether type thing, gravity, and just hold him down. And I'm like, this guy is so broken that to me, I think he's still the antagonist of the show. I think he still is. So, but after the fight, punishment will be served for him. But everybody likes Jin. Everybody likes him. Everybody likes him. And I'm liking him too. I'm telling you, he's gonna be the best protagonist of the year. I can see why he's gonna be up there as one of the best protagonists of the year. I look forward to it. But like I said, episode 3 was intensified. It was so intensified that sure the other 3 participated in the fight. But Go's match, that Tai Chi guy, he got my respect. The way how he fought him, he got my respect. I don't care if he lost, but damn, he did a number on him. Now, there were some other characters that did their parts too. Like that wrestling chick. She did a suplex now. First a stunner, now a suplex. I'm telling you right now, and I knew from the beginning, I knew from the beginning we're going to get a lot of references from her wrestling moves. Because as a fan of wrestling, we're gonna see a lot. Like, she did a stunner, she did a suplex, like Brock Lesnar. I'm telling you right now, I'm sensing some other wrestling moves that she's gonna do, and somewhat Tina did from Dead or Alive. But anyway, I'm liking her. And the guy with the bat with the book, I don't know what he's reading. To be honest, I don't know what he's reading. And the way he's using the bat, he just closed it and just like, just hit him with the bat, and he's opening it. And him holding the bat, it reminded me of that guy from One Punch Man with the bat. I forgot his name, but I know who I'm talking about. But I want to know about their backstory as well, about why they entered the God of High School. Maybe I'm really going to look forward to that. But like I said, episode 2 was great to see as well. We're going to see more and more as the God of High School continues with characters' backstory about why they entered it and what's their purpose of it, and we're going to see more and more fights. So I'm looking forward to the God of High School as much as the next guy. But where to go to bring off episode 2 in a nutshell. I loved it. So I look forward for episode 3, and episode 3 is going to be more hype. Doses of fighting in the morning, and we're all going to love to see it. So I look forward for next week's episode.